Koech. Honorable Koech.
Waziri, mine will be in Kenya Power. Actually, the story of the energy sector starts and ends with Kenya Power and Lightning. In fact, nowadays in Kenya, there's a famous quote, kwamba when it rains, saile sisi tunatoa nguo, Kenya Power pia inaanua wire. Power just goes off. It is something that you must find a way of fixing. And it goes beyond policies. There must be a deliberate, I think there's a deliberate attempt by some officers in Kenya Power to disallow connection of power. That is why they visit your house on a Friday, disconnect power so that they get something, and then again, when you reconnect, is when they can restore the supply. Number two is on revenue collection by Kenya Power and meter reading. You find Kenya Power staff having to dodge vicious dogs in people's compounds, yet you can actually use technology to do meter reading and give estimates on what should be built. Thank you.
Davis, can the answers be as brief as the questions?
I'll be brief, Chairman. Income, Chairman, as I declared, is accurate. In 2022, I earned 3 million between January and March from my previous sources, as indicated from 2021. And when I came to the office of the Deputy President as Chief of Staff, I've earned salaries for 5-6 months at a taxed net amount of about 764. I have been able to utilize a facility called a car grant, which is 10 million, which is available to that office as per the public service laid out regulations. And when you break down that 18 million, I did my arithmetic and it's accurate, Mr. Chairman. Yes, we have a GAG grant for the job group that I hold in the office up to now. Chairman, George Murugara, disparity should be a thing of the past. As soon as George will clear me, I'll address your constituency. But more importantly, Chairman, that's on a lighter note, the progression on really rural electrification was utilizing the laid out network and maximizing the use of transformers in terms of connectivity. And it progressively went into most of the rural areas. At about 70–80% today, when we do sit down to do the budget to address the constituencies where this disparity exists, and when we do get the approval of the House on that social expense to ensure that we power our homes, we should be able to move quickly from 30% to 70%, and maybe on the second year to 100%, for not just for George's constituency, but for all the other constituencies which have not been powered. But Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech, power goes off because our networks are very weak. When it rains, sometimes we have not maintained the networks and the trees come down on power lines. Some of the posts are rotten, and we really need to upgrade our network. So we'll again be sitting down with the entities, particularly Kenya Power and REA, to address the strengthening of the network so that every time there is wind before the rain, the network doesn't come down. We need a strong transmission and distribution network. We also, towards the strengthening of the network, need to address the vulnerability of abuse of the network by those guys who trade in scrap metal. But more importantly, we need to strengthen our network and address that challenge. Revenue, I'm told we are looking at today, most countries are looking at smart meters. We don't need anybody to come to your house to read the meters. In fact, smart meters, like I said, I'm in the T-sector chair, and our meters are read automatically, not because somebody has come, but remotely. So we can be able to, and we should be able to address that, Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech, as soon as I come in and we sit down with the team. Thank you.